What's one thing that you hope to learn today?
How to cut a rabbit's toenails
How to
without
cut-
her clawing me. Her tail is.
You're doing what?
I'm trying to find her tail.
Oh,
Found it.
she got it tucked under.
Yep. I'm gonna brush that little fur off.
What kind of fur does she have?
She has soft fur.
Yeah, but is it rollback or is it
Flyback.
flyback?
It's flyback.
How do you know it's flyback?
Because whenever I rub her, like I'm rubbing her like this, it flies back and it doesn't just go up.
Nice. And what happens with rollback? You have to put it back or
And
what?
rollback, you have to like go like this and then go like that.
Oh, put it back. Okay. Nice.
I have a Polish that is like this.
You have a Polish like this?
Yeah.
She's so soft.
Yes, she
I did clip her nails yesterday before we left, so.
Hopefully her nose is
We are here at the Rice Arena. We're all set up. Daddy, Adilyn, Gammy, and Hudson.
Daddy.
So walking in, you have, you have to go register and tell them that you're here. And then there are cages over that you put your bunnies in. Hudson found the tractor. He keeps going back to the tractor. I don't know if you can see him. He's like right there.
I should have sat up with
Say hello. We have made it to Crowley and we are in the big arena here. Everybody is over showing their rabbits according to the breed. We are like 6 down the list. Right now they're on like Rex and they're still on Holland Lot. They've already completed Polish and Netherland Dwarf, so Netties. And then I think we have Rex, Mini Lot, New Zealand, and then it's us. So we are just sitting around waiting. Dad has our wagon over there. We need to go get it. You want to go get her? Go get Dad and tell him just to come sit down. We were over there listening a while ago, but we kind of come back over and sat down. Hudson's screaming at this little girl. I don't know where he's at. He found a little friend on the other side, and they were just sitting there looking at each other, like trying to touch each other. But this has been really cool here. So they did a workshop earlier this morning. They did showmanship, show etiquette, like how to dress, all that. They did grooming, and then intro to KV, and so we got to go around to all that. Adilyn is not so into the KV, so she was like, I don't want to do that one, but we did go to the other ones, and it turned out pretty cool, so she learned a good bit. They are having a crazy Christmas sweater, ugly Christmas sweater, something like that, contest? I don't know. So everybody's wearing crazy sweaters, and they also had an arts and crafts thing. And then we have a vendor over here getting food ready. So it's pretty cool. It's a small show, so that's awesome for someone just starting out. So we are doing 4-H only, and then they will have ARBA shows after. I think they have two ARBA shows, so A and a B. And this is a youth-only show, so it's not open, it's only youth. So it's normally, if you go to a show, it's like youth and open. This one's just strictly youth, so that's cool. Made new acquaintances, and right off the bat, he won Best of Opposite Breed. So that was pretty cool to see that with them. So he had Netherland Dwarf, and he won Best of Opposite Breed. So I'm nervous. I'm so nervous. You feel like you do all the stuff and things to make sure that everything's okay. and then you get here and you're like, oh God, did I do enough? Like, that's just my mentality about the whole thing. So, you know, we're just going to put her on the table and they'll tell us what she says or what they say. We have Mr. Lynn as our judge. So he'll be upfront about it. He'll be really, you know, tell us what he thinks for sure. So anyways, that's it right now.
It's real good with syrup on it.
Oh no!
What was that?
Pancake. Right there. Right here. I don't know.
Yeah, mercy.
Adilyn is just kind of brushing Angel out a little bit. I think she's a little on edge. This is probably the third time she's brushed her out and checked her. So.
I'm trying to make it softer.
She's trying to make it softer. Yep, we are just kind of sitting here. Mom, Daddy, and Hudson are over by the tractor over in the distance. He has been fascinated with the tractors. So there are two tabletops. So there's this long one here, and then over here there's a long one here. So here in this arena they had the little workshop this morning. So it's been cool. It's very spacious in here. Like I said, it's a smaller show. We've only got 2 people beside us, and the rest of the people are sitting up over there. Some people only brought 1 bunny, others brought 22 bunnies. So it's mostly like the seniors of 4-H that brought the most. So anyways. Fashion, it is definitely after the show. It is actually Tuesday, December the 19th. December the 19th. So it's a few days after our show. Our show was December the 16th. So it's only 3 days after that I'm doing the outro. I don't know. It was just a great experience going down there. Adilyn took second place. The bunny that she is being compared to in the last video actually is the bunny that won the whole show. So she was very, very nice. We had so much fun in Crowley, meeting new people and showing bunnies. And she won Best of Breed in the 4-H show. And she also won Best of Opposite Breed on show B and Best of Breed on show A. And then she won BIS, which is Best in Show. So she has 2 Best of Breeds, 1 Best of Opposite Breed, and then she won Best of Show. So that one was tough because not only did she be judged 3 times, she was judged by 3 different judges, and all 3 judges absolutely loved her. I mean, she was a gorgeous bunny. We were just a little bit below her. So I'm very proud of Adilyn, very proud of the work that she has put in with Angel. We took second at that show, and that's still a bonus for her. She didn't come home with any ribbons, but that's fine. You don't win them all. But when you lose, but you also take so much more knowledge from losing, it's a win-win. You know, we just knew what we had to come home and work on, And so we are currently figuring things out. We'll have it down. We'll have it down. Next weekend, there is a show in Rain, Louisiana. It's supposed to be a pretty big show. This show that we went to was youth only. So basically that means none of the older breeders that set up at these shows or that enter all of these shows, they were not allowed to come and set up. It was only youth. We are not allowed to touch the bunny just because it's a youth show only. So Adilyn was the only one that could take Angel from her cage and put her on the table, which is perfectly fine. She did great. But when you have an open show, anybody can put it on the table. So if you have like one of the little guys that I had said he won best of breed with his Netherland dwarf, he actually had 2 Netherland dwarfs on this table, and then they were also showing Hall and Lop on the other side. So he had ran when they started putting Hall and Lop on their table. He ran over there and put his in there, and then they called for his Netherlands to go on the table. So he ran back over and grabbed his netties and put them on the table. So his dad had his cage, you know, but he couldn't pick them up and put them on the table. So open is any age. So if Adilyn enters into the open, not the youth, the open, then I'm allowed to help her pick her bunnies and put them where they need to go. Youth only is youth only. I'm not a youth anymore. So that show was great. I commend the superintendent, the secretary, everybody. It was great. We walked in. They were very well organized. I said, hey, we have our Callie. And he's like, oh, got you right here. So, ended up being 4 Callies put on the table. I was told at registration there was only 3. But someone came in and did day of registration. Sometimes they do that at the show, sometimes they don't. So sometimes you have to have your entry in by a deadline, and then you can't just show up and be like, hey, I have a Callie, I want to put her on the table, let me pay my entry fee, which is a little bit higher than the pre-entry fee. But sometimes they'll allow that at shows, sometimes they won't. So you really have to keep up with all your dates. So again, the 29th and the 30th, there's a show in Rain, Louisiana. That one is an open youth show, so that's both categories. So that one will be a lot bigger. We will have people from all over. Rain, we will not be taking our Polish with us. I thought that we were, but I don't think that we are going to be able to. Chocolate Chip should be she should be about 2 weeks bred. And then Hershey, something happened with his toenail. And Adilyn's like, Mom, he has a broken toenail. That will be a DQ. So this is an ARBA show. They're going to be like very picky on these things. So I don't, there's nothing bad about it. It just happened. I don't know how it happened. Maybe in the cage. I don't know how it happened, but he has broken one of his toenails. We will have more Polish pretty soon, hopefully in January. So we'll be able to start showing those at a later date. She will still have Angel, so she can show her. Thank you guys for going on our trip with us, on our road trip. It's always fun. And sometimes with all of the chaotic, be here and do that and turn that in and put this in there and, I forget to turn on the camera, to be honest. So I did turn it on a little bit more this show than I did the last one in Longview. That one I was just kind of like, burr, okay, done. 2 seconds, 2 little video reels and some pictures, and that was it. This one we actually videoed a little bit more. But anyways, thank you guys for hanging out with us. If you're not subscribed to the channel already, please consider subscribing. We would love to get to know more people, more like-minded people with homesteading or 4-H or ARBA members or, we just like making friends. So you never know when you're going to bump into someone again. So I hope you guys are prepping and not stressing for Christmas. It's coming whether we're ready or not, and I'm just kind of on edge. So we will see you guys next time. Bye.